What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's Kentucky Blueneck with you. Guys, you know what to do. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and enjoy yourself. Hope you guys are having you a great freaking day. I know it's hot as ass here in Kentucky. I know it's hot everywhere, but I hate hot weather, so I'm going to pinpoint when it's 90 or above because I get pissed. But guys, today is a couple, well, really quick, it's going to be Carlee Russell. We're going to update that. Her little punk ass finally got arrested. She got charged with 2 misdemeanors that is like total of a year in jail and I think $20,000 fine, I think. But she was released on her $6,000 bond. So she's out, but at least they went ahead and they pressed charges. That's cool. All right. Something that is bothering me is this world, man. And what I mean by that is how things are nowadays. They're not like they used to be, you know. Like with school shootings, you know, back when I was in school, there was no such thing as a school shooting. You know, the worst thing I ever did see, I did see someone get stabbed in jail, or not in jail, in school, you know. But that was the worst. And now, you know, thankfully, my kids are grown and out of school. And my granddaughter, she is 2 years old, so she has a long way to go. And hopefully by the time she gets to school, we're out of whatever era this wants to be. And this shit's just crazy. And the reason I'm on that I thought about it is because the kid in Oxford, Michigan, right outside Detroit, or a suburb of Detroit, what's his name? Ethan Comley, I think. Comley, whatever. He shot up his school a few years back, killed 4 people, injured 7 people. His parents are the ones that got arrested. They ran. You know, when all this was going on, they took off. They left town, but they was later caught and are being charged with, I think it's involuntary manslaughter. I think because of the gun, it was so accessible for Ethan. We're gonna call him Ethan. I'm not gonna call him a bitch or anything else yet because I'm reading too much stuff. He's still a bitch for killing the kids, but you know, his parents, horrible parents. You know, when you actually think about this case, like, I know everybody's heard about it. So, you know, when his parents are charged because of the gun was so accessible to the kid. But the thing that gets me about all that is, you know, he's 15 years old and when he did this, but there were so many signs. Like the school even told the parents that matter of fact, the day of the shooting, there was a meeting and they told the parents that he needs to get mental help. You know, there's something wrong. You know, he is not acting normal. This needs to be addressed immediately. Later that day, he shoots up his school. And you know, first he pled not guilty, then he pled guilty. And, you know, I was like, okay, then why is there a trial? Because I haven't followed this. Because I get too upset about school shootings. But because he's going for the insanity plea, which he should. Because I was reading about it, and when the cops, after he was arrested and after all that was done, the cops went to his house and searched his house. They found his phone. His phone had 2 videos of, one of them was him torturing animals. He actually cut off a bird's head and and kept the head in a jar. And during the shooting, he put that bird's head in the bathroom of the school, which I never knew anything about that. I never heard about it. And like he had said, he had stuff written down in, I guess, a little journal that said that I'm going to shoot up the school and maybe that will get Biden impeached. Really? So the kid is obviously messed up, you know, so hopefully they get all that shit. He still needs to do life in prison, you know, or in an insane hospital or whatever they do with him, but still. But the thing that's bothering me now is my daughter has a friend and her friend was killed just yesterday. And the little girl that was killed is a wonderful little girl. She was 24 years old. She didn't have any kids of her own, but her best friend 4 years ago gave birth to a child that was addicted to crack and cocaine and everything else. The baby was. So my daughter's friend took that baby in and has been raising that little girl. That little girl calls her mom and everything. And you know, it was always the understanding, once you're clean, once everything's good, you can have your child back, was their little understanding. Well, she's never been clean. And you know, so my daughter's friend has been taking care and raising that child as her own. And her brother, my daughter's friend, I don't know, we're gonna call her M. We'll just call her M. M, her brother, she is also raising his 3 kids. And again, M is 24 years old, no kids of her own, but she's raising her best friend's kid, or her friend's kid that was addicted to drugs. And now she's raising her brother's 3 kids, because her brother was on the interstate driving and got caught in a crossfire and is, you know, fighting for his life still. So she is raising his 3 kids. She is just a good person. And evidently the story as of now is her and her boyfriend was getting into this big heated fucking argument, and a bystander came up and, you know, tried to stop and settle things down. The boyfriend shot the bystander and then shot M. And they're both dead. He's in jail. So boyfriend, right there, you stupid bitch. You know, so it's just I'm so fucking tired of this world. I mean, every day you're seeing something about a mass shooting or somebody getting hurt, you know, over complete utter bullshit. You know, there was, everything's politic related. You know, everybody's about politics. You know, I'm a Biden fan, I'm a Trump fan, I'm a whatever fan. You know, and then so there's hatred there. Then you got the whole Bud Light controversy, you know, with the transgender woman or man or whatever put on a can, and that started a big huge thing. You know, drink the beer, get the fuck over it. You know, but guns, listen, I grew up with guns. My grandparents, there was a gun every time in their house, you turn your head, you're going to see a gun. But we was pounded in our head about rules and safety around guns. And I'm not a fan of guns, never have been. You know, I don't like them. And I'm not saying guns need to be banned and put out of the world, like Canada. Canada, you're not allowed to buy guns or bring guns into the country. When they pass their law, if you have a gun, it has to be registered and everything else. But if you have a gun, you can keep that gun, but you'll never get another one as a resident of Canada. You know, and in America, you know what they do here? You know, last year here in Louisville. No, it was earlier this year in Louisville, Kentucky. A guy shot up a bank and killed, I think he killed a cop, I'm pretty sure. It was all over the news. But he shot up and killed a cop and shot other people. Okay, the gun that he shot the cop with and killed the cop with, you know, in Canada, it'd automatically be destroyed. You know what they do in America? What they did here in Kentucky? They put it on public auction to where you can get that gun. Here, we're gonna take this gun that killed a cop and injured everything and a bunch of other people and probably killed other people, I don't even remember. But instead of destroying this gun, we're gonna give it to the highest bidder. That's the shit that I'm talking about. That's the shit that pisses me off. You know, everybody talks in politics. It's always gun this, gun that, ban this, ban that. You know what? You don't have to ban anything. Just fucking control it. You know, do what Canada does. I'm not saying take your Second Amendment away and, you know, the right to bear arms. I'm not saying take everybody's guns. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying stop more coming in. You know, if there's a shooting and someone's killed and that person's shot or a person's caught and they get the gun, destroy the gun. Don't fucking give it away to the highest bidder. That's the stupid shit that aggravate me and piss me off. You know, it's bad enough with everything in the world that's going on that you want to put all this violence and hatred and mass shootings in it. So, you know, just later today, sometime today or tomorrow, whatever, Google how many mass shootings has there been in America in 2023. It will blow your mind. You know, because nobody wants to live like that. Nobody wants to live in a world to where you constantly have to look over your shoulder. You constantly have to worry about someone breaking in your house and shooting up your family. It's so old. It's tired. It's mentally exhausting when you think about all the bullshit that goes on that could be stopped somewhere. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to be an overnight fix. I'm not saying that. And I'm not saying, again, people's going to look at it as like, I hate guns. He's Blueneck saying take everybody's guns. I'm not saying that. Your right to have guns is your constitutional right. But when is it right to control guns? To stop people from having complete easy access to AK-47s and everything else. That's what I'm bitching about. I'm not saying take your guns. I'm saying control your guns. You know, you have rights to as whatever you want. But I think there should be a law on how many guns of one single person. Now, if you say you're a single man or a single woman, just single person, you should be allowed to have like a pistol, a rifle, whatever, if you hunt, you know, shit like that. You don't need 5 AK-47s, 3 9mm, 4 shotguns. You don't need shit like that. No one needs a fucking arsenal. They don't. Unless if you're in the military and you're fighting in the ditches, you don't need an arsenal in your house. So people can take it however they want to, that I'm saying take guns. If that's what I'm telling you, I'm not saying take it. If you think that I am saying take your guns, fucking leave. If you don't understand me saying I am not for taking everybody's guns, okay? I am for controlling guns, the amount of guns. You know, like I said, you don't need 10 fucking machine guns because you live in a bad neighborhood. If you live in a bad neighborhood, sell 9 of your guns and get a deposit and fucking move if it's that bad. You know, but I'm just so fucking tired. I am so tired of seeing all the bullshit constantly, man. I really am. You know, and guys, I'm not going to go on. That's my rant for the day. I haven't made a video in a few days because me and my wife has had our quiet, alone time together. You know, with work and everything getting involved in our schedules and kids and everything that we got going on. When we have a couple days, we usually go out of town. And listen, we have actually told our families, our kids and everything else, hey, we're going out of town for a few days. We will drive 20 minutes to a different city in in Kentucky, and we will rent a hotel and turn our location off on our phones just so we can have our time. And that's what we've had the past few days, and I love it. I love my wife. I love everything about it. But anyway, I'm back. I'm gonna bitch. I'm gonna rant. So you guys make sure you turn that bell on, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and you all have a kick-ass freaking day.